outside of content creation, nobody is going in a strip club blowing money like Charleston White. Nobody.
Where do you see content creation between now and the next 5 years? Do you think it's peaked, or do you think it's still an unlimited ceiling?
It's peaked. It's peaked for black people. Yeah, it's peaked for black people. Not white kids, but black kids. Because our content is limited. Look at all the questions you've asked me. You have asked me nothing centered around hip hop. Everything been centered around hip hop. Hip hop don't go good with the streaming world because of its violent nature, the violent content, how easily offensive it is for the people to be offended in rap. So nigga, if they can't come out of the rap world into the streaming world, nobody can enter into the rap world. Nobody. So only when I sit down with these platforms do, nigga, those are old names. Diddy, Mano, nigga, that don't even exist in today's algorithm streaming world. That's where we're gonna be left back here, homie. We're stuck on hip hop content. And hip hop content isn't advertiser friendly. There's way more advertiser friendly over here to be free rather than to be bound by the constraints and the restraints of the hip hop rules and regulations.
Do you think the streamers have more success because they don't have to keep up this image and this fake bravado and this tough guy images? The streamers can more or less be themselves.
Well, it has nothing to do with, it has to do with advertiser friendly. It's the conversation that we have to have about hip hop don't allow these sponsors to come over here and put a brand with it. Just the things that we talked about, Diddy, Mano, 50. Homie, nobody can come put a good advertiser on this. Streaming, homie, they get to be kids. Even the grown folks get to come over here and be kids. More likable, nobody dies over here. There's gonna be beef over here. If I respond to what you want, homie, there's gonna be beef over here. So I gotta walk around what I say with these questions. So nobody wants that, nobody. They're sick of that. So I'm saying, nigga, they're having black fatigue. And I'm saying, me too. I'm tired of having to answer questions about black hip hop. When nigga, content creation and AI is the driving force now. How can we talk this talk, nigga, without this so we can get all this money? Why aren't we crossing over here? Why we keep going with this interview style, YouTube, waiting to be monetized, waiting for this, why aren't we over here, nigga?
Who's the interviewer?
So I'm saying, nigga, y'all misusing me with these questions. I got to dumb down. That's what I'm saying. Man, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know why Wiz Khalifa going to jail. I don't know why. Homie, the streamers aren't into this. These are the old niggas. Come over here, let's talk. So I'm saying, nah, nigga, we losing. But nigga, y'all keep putting me in this box with them questions. So nah, nigga, we gonna lose. Look what we keep doing. We keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. Going to YouTube with this. With these same questions that YouTube go put you in the headline for. Okay, go back and edit. Okay, edit this. Okay, change the nigga. So I'm saying, nah, nigga, we're gonna lose. And they've already topped out. That's why there ain't no more streaming deals. That's why Kyle went and tried to do his university and get everybody. They said, Cause they found out them kids was cheating. They can bots. So no, they done capped out now. So what black people gotta do? Content creation. Well, I don't know number YouTube. You're gonna be stuck out. You ain't figured out how to upload a movie yet. You ain't figured out how to take this same video that you're gonna put on YouTube and go over here and put it over there. You ain't figured that out yet?
Apparently he walks off. That's why I'm kind of watching this. By the way,
we don't
chat,
go
welcome,
make
y'all.
a movie, nigga, we lose. But here we gonna start getting ready.
Oh, he didn't walk off. Oh. I feel like all these interviews now, they do clickbait with a salacious title, but I don't know if that's the blame of the interviewer versus just the meta, where people want to. I seen him going off on, all pun intended. He was not really mad at Sean Cotton, but he was basically saying, yo, you guys always clickbait that I'm ranting, I'm beefing, I'm doing whatever. But yeah, that's the thing that kind of gets views. All right. Anyway, chat, yo, welcome. We're gonna pretty late stream, but we're gonna try to make the best of it. Somebody told me that today was supposed to be the 30th day. They do have an announcement. I think it is the 30th day, but we will be streaming for the rest of the year continuously. So I'm still gonna be streaming tomorrow, the day after, and at least till New Year's, which is like 2 days away, right? What day is it today? Is it 29th? I don't really got no plans. Everybody keep hitting me up asking me if I got plans for a New Year's Eve. Last year I was in Jamaica. This year, I'm just chilling. So, looks like we're going to be streaming. We'll figure out something to do. And I'm trying to figure out if I could negotiate with the fam to possibly have the last stream of the year here where I could do the countdown with y'all. But apparently that's like a moment everybody spends with their family. I get it. I'm just not doing anything. And obviously I do plan to spend some family time. I'm just not doing anything special. So I'm like, I think I could kind of just be on stream. But I'll see. Oh, this might be a little bit interesting. There hasn't been shit going on in hip-hop, though. Hasn't been shit going on in hip-hop, honestly. Everybody kept telling me about the Chicago stuff. 051 Wu died. That's the brother of 051 Melly. I don't know.
To the party, as he was heading home with a girl, a lone gunman would surprise them in an alleyway. Police would reportedly be notified about a shooting on the 5900 block of South Calumet Avenue. 2011 had been a violent year for 600 and their enemies. After losing numerous prominent members, Baldy, D-Thang and Lil Steve, the crew would be in a perpetual state of mourning. Unfortunately, moving into...
Yo, Chicago still amazes me. Like, and this is why when, again, I do believe this idea of fuck the streets or whatever, or, pushing for anti-violence is a really good thing. Because at some point, enough is enough. You have to break the cycle. We've always talked about that. But it is very convenient when people are thinking about breaking a cycle. Most of these places or people who are thinking about doing that, they're not coming from generations of death and loss and revenge killings like we see in Chicago. Like, for all we could see, for all the BS that did happen, like in Atlanta, it feels like an Atlanta initiative. There's maybe there's a few deaths, but it's not as much as what we see in Chicago, where it's like this shit is so far gone. It's just revenge killing after revenge killing. So 051 is like a faction out of Chicago, and it's funny that if you guys ever pay attention to this stuff, everything gets revealed. It's the reason why the cops don't do their job there. Remember THF Zoo? He just died. Well, the quickest way to find out and really solve these murders is that when somebody else on the other side dies, basically people just post the guy who got killed last as revenge. So, this guy 051 Wu got killed today, and everybody from THF been posting Zoo, which kind of insinuates to everyone, yo, this is partially get back for Zoo, so now you could connect the death of Zoo to this everlasting beef between 051 and THF. This shit it's kind of stupid after a while, but anyway.
It's 2012.
Listen, I've handed off the reins to covering shit like this to Chicago Scene 88. Traplo Ross.
the violence would continue, and the killings 600 members had committed against their various enemies surrounding them would eventually see a response. Just 3 months after the murder of T Streets and Tutu, on the 2nd of February 2012, which would also happen to be T Streets' birthday, according to a police report shared on Reddit, 600 affiliate Shaq had been attending a party that night. After the party, as he was heading home with a girl, a lone gunman would surprise them in an alleyway. Police would reportedly be notified about a shooting on the 5900 block of South Calumet Avenue, 59th Street, marking the border between the territories of 600 and MOB. And there, the police would find 19-year-old Shaq, who according to the newspapers had already passed away from multiple gunshot wounds, including one to the head. However, the official police report states that Shaq was only hit once in the upper left of his back. But regardless of the specifics, Shaq would ultimately pass away from the shooting, and 600 members would be left mourning. While Shaq's murder would officially go unsolved, 051 would seemingly take responsibility for the hit. Little over a month after Shaq's death, 051 member Boom would release a music video for his song, I'm In It, and the video begins with a clip of 051 members taunting their ops, saying they're BDK, with 051 Kiddo aiming his diss directly at 600, saying, 600, we dropping them boys.
Drillers, free them guys, man. BDK, man. No 06 photo. Drop money, but can't come out the gate though, man. Right. I hear fake like gangsters and yeah, real young money, no.
With CDK. With CDK.
But there was one man from 051 in particular who would talk about Shaq religiously on social media, and that man was infamous 051 member Melly, who implied that Shaq had been killed while peeing outside of the party, even going as far as to say that he heard his last words and claiming direct responsibility for the murder. In the years following Shaq's death, Melly would constantly diss Shaq on Twitter and give detailed descriptions about where and how he died, tweeting that his ops are DMing him about Shaq, telling his ops to go and ask the woman what happened when he caught Shaq using the bathroom, and Melly even went as far as to vaguely confess to the murder in direct replies to other 600 members replying to his tweets. It's also suspected that 051 Kiddo may have been closely involved in the murder of Shaq too, as he would also be seen disrespecting his death and taunting 600 members about the incident, tweeting that he would kill Shaq, then forget all about it. Mocking him for getting caught without a gun, Shaq was saying, "Die young money," until he died himself. Melly would even post a video to social media of him explaining to a little girl how he had done the killing.
Know how I play out here. You don't come with that money, shawty. Come up and done missing. You talking? You don't know who I am?
Stop playing with her.
You don't know who I am?
I know my daddy.
You scared of the dark?
No.
I'm one of them type of guys that be in the dark waiting for you when you gotta go pee at night.
Oh my God.
And I just get you, and you don't never come back to your parents again.
No, you're not going.
You hear me? Then your TT ain't gonna be able to save you. Your daddy, he gonna be crying somewhere like, man, she don't got nothing to do with me.
This is honestly one of the most twisted and disturbing things I've ever seen in a Chicago.
Yeah, the older I get, bro, and I be watching some of this Chicago shit, I'm like, these niggas need a job. Sign them up. They need a job. That's what they need. They need a goddamn job.
Drill story, and it just goes to show you how messed up of a guy 051 Melly must have been. But despite all of the self-incrimination, Melly would never be charged for the...
Now, this guy is kind of like, you know, if I was, well, let me not say that, but if I was going to give nicknames and I was going to be a little bit more accurate, this guy would be the guy who would have been the Grim Reaper.
Killing of Shaq, and Reddit sleuths would later uncover that at the time of Shaq's murder, Melly was in fact living in 600's territory, something that Melly would confirm in a 2012 Twitter post. Ultimately, 051 Melly would go on to become one of Chicago's most prolific killers in the drill scene, with speculation that he may well have personally been responsible for as many as 8 or 9 murders, beginning with Shaq, with all of these supposed killings earning Melly the chilling nickname the Gravedigger of Chirac. But more on that later, as after the murder of Shaq by 051 Melly, 600 members would be looking to exact revenge, which would ultimately come around 4 months later, when 600 would catch prominent 051 members committing one of the most infamous murders of the entire war. According to the police reports, on the 22nd of June 2012, at around 8:40 p.m, a 14-year-old 051 member known in the streets as Fathead, real name Antonio Davis, was walking on the 7000 block of South Union Avenue in the Englewood neighborhood with his female cousin. According to the cousin, a silver minivan would slowly drive past the two while the driver looked at Fathead and his cousin very closely. The witness also noted that the passenger had his face covered. The van then took a turn while Fathead and his cousin continued walking. A moment later, one of those passengers of the car would appear on foot, approaching the pair with his hands in his pocket. The man would then pull a silver handgun from his pocket and shoot Fathead before standing over him and shooting around 7 more times. The shooter would then flee, getting back into the van and escaping the scene. Fathead would succumb to his gunshot wounds and pass away, and this particular Friday evening was incredibly violent, even by Chicago standards, with another 13 people actually getting wounded by gunfire. But the murder of Fathead, just 4 months after the murder of Shaq, appeared to be a targeted revenge killing related directly to this feud. And following the murder, 600 members would begin dissing Fathead constantly on social media and implying their involvement throughout 2012 and 2013. C-Day would even put Fathead's name in his Twitter bio and reply to somebody who was upset about this that he saw something they didn't, as well as asking his followers if they would like to get a Fathead special with Zeke fries, referring to another dead Young Money member, Zico, who is considered to be the first casualty of the war between 051 Young Money and THF-46, raging between these rival sets around Washington Park. But the craziest part about C-Day dissing Fathead so brazenly was that only a few weeks before that murder, C-Day had seemingly already been investigated in relation to another murder, perhaps that of Tutu at the end of 2011. Other members would also continue to taunt and disrespect Young Money on social media, such as 600 member Face, who was filmed visiting a chicken spot in Young Money's hood and asking for a Fathead sandwich.
What you want, that face? You want that? Oh, your face sandwiches, guys. Oh, damn. Hey, what's this? The fattest one. No you say the West? Y'all ain't got no tutu.
Inky D would up the ante by heavily implying that D-Rose and C-Day were responsible for killing Fathead, tweeting that D-Rose and C-Day put 8 in his face. Police reports would later reveal that authorities actually believed that 600 members C-Day and S-Dot were both involved in the murder, and they were eventually taken into custody and interrogated, together with 2 Lamron 300 members, one of them known as Lamron OJ, real name Marvin Riley, referred to in the police report by his nickname, Boo Man. The report shows how C-Day's fingerprints and phone were found in the van that the killers were allegedly driving. In fact, it was this phone that would originally begin to tie C-Day to the murder in the summer of 2012. As many drill fans know, leaving his phone at the scene of crimes would later become somewhat of a hallmark of C-Day during his alleged hits, with this ultimately being his downfall. But interestingly, not long after C-Day was first interrogated about the murder, the police would receive information from a female that was arrested for a retail theft. The female would relate to the police a Facebook message that she received from a person who would talk about Fathead, claiming that her friends had allegedly killed him. The message would claim that Fathead was killed for no reason, suggesting they killed him because he was lacking on the wrong street. Later in 2012, the police would also hear from a witness who had recognized the driver of the van as S-Dot after seeing his music video for the song 600 Boy. S-Dot would first deny knowing either C-Day or OJ and would claim he didn't personally know Fathead, but he did know that he was dead. However, he would later admit to knowing C-Day, but not OJ. The case against C-Day, on the other hand, would further move forward as OJ from Lamron, who was also allegedly involved in the hit, told police that he heard C-Day was involved. However, as the police know, OJ had inadvertently
Alright, I gotta skip to some shit. Let me see.
They'd had a falling out recently, or perhaps for a much darker reason. Because if the investigators are to be believed, the reason had a much more sinister explanation, as Melly had allegedly learned that there was a $12,000 bounty that had been placed on Dre's head, which was money that Melly needed to bond out his brother Wu, who had been arrested 2 days earlier on weapons charges. In fact, Melly and his brother Wu would even allegedly have poorly disguised coded conversations about the murder plot on recorded phone calls while Wu was still in jail, while a witness would tell the investigators that Melly had tried to claim to her that it was THF-46 who were trying to kill him and Dre, and that both Melly and Dre had money on their heads, and it was only a matter of time before one of them would kill the other to claim the bounty. However, at the time, the police simply didn't have enough evidence to hold Melly on these charges, and while they didn't know it at the time, before they could ever capture him for good, it would already be too late, both for Melly and his next victims. At the end of 2017, Melly's good friend Mubu Crump would be released from federal prison after he'd been locked up for about 2 years, and he would get back onto the streets and online and do what he does best: troll, even dropping a song dissing Dirk and his crew titled OTFK, where he would diss numerous gangs and sets like THF-46 and Lamron, as well as dead people like Newski and Chino. Crump would keep disrespecting his ops, perhaps thinking they had all gone Hollywood together with Lil Durk, but unfortunately for Crump, there were plenty of his enemies still left who were willing to show him that he wasn't the only tough guy in the city, and that even having a top shooter like Melly around couldn't save him. In the early morning hours of May 25th, 2018, Crump and Melly were attending a party on the 6800 block of South Morgan Street, only a few blocks away from Lil Durk's Lamron set's hood. While Crump, whose real name is Ronald Crump, was standing outside the party with another man, a car would drive by and someone inside would open fire, striking both. Crump would pass away from his injuries, but the other man would end up surviving after a surgery. Now, there's been many rumors about that second victim, with many claiming that this person had in fact been Melly himself and that he had actually been the main target. But while Melly seemingly was in the party, he would deny having been the second victim while on an Instagram live with Dirk's good friend and OTF affiliate Brazy from THF-46.
If I was there, it wouldn't go on. If I was there, it wouldn't go on. You could say one person, and I wasn't there. I was in a bush.
Lying, bro. You know I know you lying.
What situation? You say one person out there.
No, bro, we getting recorded, bro. You know that. I'm not gonna say no name. You know what's going on.
I just told you I was that one person. And what was I doing when going on? I was fucking running to gunfire?
Yeah.
I ain't no stupid.
Super Saber, what?
You heard them saying to you, I'm real smart. You even told me I'm not no idiot.
The police report on the shooting would also note how the second victim had no gang affiliations or previous arrests, and the victim's age would also be reported as 28, while Melly was only 26 at the time. But whether Melly himself had been shot or not, he was looking to avenge his good friend's death. And while nobody would be arrested for the murder, if dissing was anything to go by, Melly would certainly have no problem deciphering who had been behind the hit, as people connected to Lil Durk's OTF crew were quick to start rejoicing over Crump's death, with everybody from Lil Durk to Brazy and even King Von, who had only recently returned home after beating his own murder charges, would participate in the dissing. Brazy would seemingly even later imply that the police had come looking for him after Crump's murder.
Hey, look, the Crump woofing at me on the internet. Somebody smoking, they come get me. You finna do the same.
However, one of the main suspects that the online sleuths have attached to Crump's murder is actually Lil Durk's childhood friend, Lil Steve, from his own Lamron set, who actually many consider may have been the actual triggerman. Durk's fans have even considered these lyrics from his popular No Auto Durk song from September 2018 to be an admission that Steve was actually behind Crump's murder, with Durk rapping that the ops can't have a party on their block if Steve is out there. But before Melly would get his revenge on Durk, he would allegedly finish another job that he had started a long time ago. On the 19th of August, only a few months after Crump's murder, 19-year-old Tyrone Marshall was hanging out with a friend on the 4000 block of the South Calumet Avenue in the Bronzeville neighborhood. Tyrone, known in the streets as TY, was also known as an aspiring rapper, but Melly would have a more personal connection with him, as TY had been a friend of Lil Del, whom Melly had allegedly killed as revenge for the murder of his friend Bankroll Q. Moreover, TY had allegedly been present during Bankroll's murder. At around 3:27 p.m, while TY was leaning on a car and talking to his friend, another car would pull up, and someone from the inside would fire shots, hitting TY in the head, and he would later be pronounced dead at the hospital. Interestingly, this time, a witness would actually recognize Melly as the shooter, but once again, the police would be too slow to act, and before they were able to gather enough evidence to catch Melly, it would already be too late. Even with the most conservative estimates, Melly had now gotten away with several murders, but he wasn't done with his revenge campaign before he would get back for the murder of Crump, and only about 2 months after TY's murder, he would get his opportunity. On the 8th of October, Lil Durk's big brother and manager D-Thang was out in their hometown with some childhood friends, including Durk's cousin Baby D, real name Darnell Banks. In the early morning hours, they were driving in the Pullman neighborhood on the far south side. They would reportedly be at a parking lot of the McDonald's when somebody would open fire at them, even hitting one of the windows of the restaurant. They would pull off with their car, but would eventually come to a stop on the 11200 block of South Cottage Grove Avenue, where police would find 3 of the men suffering from serious gunshot wounds. D-Thang was one of the people shot, but he would end up surviving. But unfortunately, Baby D wouldn't be as lucky. He was rushed to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he would tragically pass away hours later. Baby D's murder would be yet another unsolved murder, but online theories have connected Melly to the incident based on 2 main pieces of circumstantial evidence. First, a photo would circulate online of one of Baby D's cousins wearing a Long Live Baby D shirt with an F Melly print boldly placed on the front, together with a picture of Melly. This showing that people close to Baby D indeed certainly seemed to consider Melly to be responsible. Moreover, after Melly was killed, D-Thang would reportedly share an Instagram story that seemed to celebrate Melly's death, while implying that anyone who had ever done anything to him had died. He would also tweet after Melly's death how any op who had ever shot at him wasn't here anymore to tell the story. Baby D is often considered to have been Melly's final victim, and unfortunately for Melly, before his life would come to an end, he would have to experience yet another major loss on his side of the war.
This shit almost over.
On the 3rd of January 2019, Melly's good friend Mota, real name Wilbert Morris, was driving with a friend called Side, real name Marcus Clark, on the 5000 block of South Indiana Avenue in the Bronzeville neighborhood, when someone would open fire at them shortly before 1 p.m, hitting one of them in the chest while the other one in the face, killing both at the scene. Mota and Side were from Jaro City, a set who were at the time very close with 051 Melly's 051 Young Money set, the two even sometimes going by the connected name YM Jaro. And personally, Mota was one of Melly's closest friends, his death clearly being one of the toughest losses that Melly had faced in the streets, with Melly swearing that one day he would make those people responsible cry like he had. And once again, if dissing was anything to go by, the usual suspects close to Lil Durk's OTF would begin taking shots at Mota and Side. This time, OTF's younger generation would take the charge, like the rapper Moowop, who would preview a song on his Instagram where he would diss FBG Duck, whose murder he would eventually be convicted of being part of, as well as dissing both Mota and Side with a slick double entendre.
Do from 63rd, couldn't get back up, knock a hold out the sky when we spin rap up.
No doubt, given enough time, Melly would have claimed yet another victim to avenge the murder of Mota, but given the amount of havoc and destruction that he had caused, even Melly himself likely knew that his days were numbered. Or perhaps he didn't, because during his Instagram live with Brazy, Melly would proudly claim that he was never going to move out of Chicago, that he was going to live until he was 100, with even Brazy giving him credit for knowing how to move in his hometown.
I'm gonna move to Mexico, man. Start a new life, bro. I'm scared.
Oh, no, I ain't never moving out of Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
I love it here.
Make it here.
You said make it here.
Sure.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it to 100 years.
Sure.
I'm gonna be one of the last ones standing.
Yeah, you know how to move. Duck that taco.
No, I ain't ducking my taco. Just so you said it right the first time, I know how to move. I ain't ducking my
You know how
taco.
to move. I'm gonna give that to you.
Perhaps Melly could have ducked his main enemies like the OTF until he was an old man, but the problem was that Melly had made so many enemies that even he probably couldn't keep count of them all. And so on his last day, Melly would be right where he was comfortable at, attending a party in the hood of Jaro City, only a few blocks away from his main enemies like 600 and O Block. As mentioned, Melly was close with Jaro City, but unfortunately he had also made some enemies amongst the set, because according to later police reports, a witness would reveal that Melly had shot up the house of a Jaro City member called Lil Daryl, real name Daryl Rhyme, which was possibly a retaliation for the fact that Daryl might have been telling on Melly in the murder investigation of Lord Dre. These events would lead to a fateful moment in the party, where Melly would allegedly run into one of Daryl's friends, called 007 Nate, just as one of the partygoers was filming a video, capturing the chilling last moments of Melly's life on camera.
Man, I just killed y'all.
The police would later check the security cameras of the building, seeing that 007 Nate, real name Nathaniel Hicks, had arrived at the party around 12:30 AM, and at one point he'd even posed at one of the security cameras with his gun, before then allegedly shooting Melly at around 2:45 AM and then running out of the building. Nate would then be identified as the shooter by multiple witnesses, and he was eventually even caught a few days later with the murder weapon still on him. But despite all of this evidence, the state attorney's office would ultimately refuse to prosecute Nate due to the witnesses' refusal to cooperate. In the end, just like Melly had seemingly escaped justice so many times due to the no snitching code that rules the streets, ultimately this code would also make sure that Melly's family wouldn't be receiving any closure after his death. And no doubt, considering how much the Chicago police knew that Melly was terrorizing the streets and taking people out, perhaps there was some sick satisfaction for the cops in just not making an effort to get justice for one of the city's most demonic killers. Ultimately, 051 Melly left one of the most shocking legacies in the streets of Chicago, a certified gang assassin bordering on serial killer with at least 8 rumored murders attributed to him online, and perhaps even more that the internet doesn't even know about.
What the fuck? Oh, it didn't even get to it. Okay. It actually suggests we're not even gonna watch this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not even gonna get into it. Sometimes I feel like, yo, do you guys even still like pay attention to shit like that? But basically, the brother of the guy who they've been reporting about, or if you've been watching this thing, 051 Melly, his name is Wu. 051 was always into it with THF. Brazy just died. Looks like the 051 guys were kind of like taking credit for it. Now the brother of Melly, Wu dies, and look like the 051 guys are taking credit. Whatever. All right, man. All right. Let's get on to some shit. Chat, not gonna lie. Did y'all see the boy Drizzy setting up a goddamn Drake looked like he's all about ambiance. And hopefully this is going good. Drake's going out of his way to get inspiration to create music. And I've always told y'all this. I think Drake, out of any rapper, realizes that his content comes from real situations, to really be in the moment, really being around people. I've even, not necessarily accused him, but I've said, I think Drake really dates certain chicks, sometimes with no intention of really wanting it to work out, that they could break his heart, do something or whatever, or he could just have that real life experience that he's gonna turn into music. To me, that's the greatest musician of all time to me, because he's hell-bent on realizing that music without actual substance that's based in reality is just not gonna hit as hard. Because you ever hear somebody sing about some shit, like, it's like when you used to hear Boogie sing about heartbreak, you're like, damn, somebody, ain't no way you just came up and went in the studio and just created that fictional novel or that fictional song. There's a girl you had in mind that really broke your heart, that did you wrong. And it's the same thing with like gangster music. Listen, you could hear some type of music. You know when it has that little semblance of, oh nah, this nigga really on that. And I do think authenticity kind of shines through, and I think Drake has been trying to bask in that a lot. This album looked like he's been trying to create scenarios and situations. Like, obviously, he probably has his, like, for example, the relationship elements of what the album's going to be about, because you know there's going to be some R&B songs on there, or at least a couple slow songs. We don't know what's going on in his personal life. We'll find out in the album. But he's been recording a lot of the album. He recorded in Bahamas, so it looked like he's trying to get a vibe there. And now he's in Houston, and they took over, I suppose it's a strip club, Area 29. And he is recording in the strip club, clearly out of trying to get some type of inspiration for what is supposed to come soon, which is Iceman, okay? This is a video of them, like, trying to recreate, or not recreate, but they're trying to set up a recording studio in Area 29.
Oh, we recording an album in the club.
1,000%. You see the setup?
Octavian.
I'm cool.
What are we doing? Are we recording in the club?
Look where we are. Yeah.
Man, diamonds are smiling.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. This is insane.
Wow. So I think we're kind of getting like some type of preview of what this Iceman album is going to be about. Okay? I think Drake is going to be making some good old... This is encouraging for me for a couple of reasons. Obviously, he's going to have some introspective songs. He does that. He's going to have some songs about him being hurt. He does that. But him recording Bahamas, him recording the strip club is telling me that, yo, Drake got the slaps on the way. Okay? And this is one of my advices for Drake's album. Don't get into this, yo, I want to just, like, throw shots at, like, man, Kendrick ain't dropping till another decade, man. I want Drake to come with hit songs, okay? Songs that's going to be, you know, it should have at least 4 to 5 hit songs in there that should be played in the club. Obviously, I'm speaking from a fan perspective and someone who just wants probably more than what we'll get. But, yeah, if he's recording a strip club in the Bahamas, maybe he's going back to some dancehall stuff. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. But regardless, if he's recording a strip club, it's telling me that he got some shaky-ass music coming. Okay? And I don't think nobody will be mad at that. Obviously, it's all about balance. I do think there's going to be a theme of fuck these niggas, slightly revenge. But I do believe it's going to be primarily based in Drake is back to doing his own thing. And I keep saying, I think Scorpion, even though the quote-unquote loss, as people would say, to Pusha T, I don't think that really dented him as much in terms of rap as opposed to the persona and character of Drake, because then people are like, yo, you were hiding a kid. But Scorpion was to me the best comeback album. Scorpion was it. You know, I've said, and I love the time that we're in. People always, you know, the K-Boss, they'll be like, yo, look at Ak talking about Drake and classics back when I was on Everyday Struggle. And I've always said this. I used to categorize. I used to say, for me, Drake has personal classics. But because a lot of the quote-unquote culture and the talking heads are old heads who their classic albums is Doggy Style, All Eyes on Me, a bunch of like Biggie albums and Jay-Z albums and Nas albums and Ghostface albums, they would be hesitant and resistant of trying to label, like, I was surprised that people now accept that Chief Keef has a classic. But people used to gatekeep the word classic, that they felt offended if you called an album a classic and it wasn't up to certain type of hip-hop standard. So I used to look at Drake's like music and be like, well, I guess it's half rap, half like, singing, half R&B, whatever the case is. These are amazing albums. However, I don't think the culture are going to call them a classic. The culture wants him to drop 10 songs, 15 songs, straight rapping. But if you're asking me, these are the classics Drake got. Nothing was the same. Take Care. If you're reading this, it's too late. That's 3. Scorpion for sure. That's 4. I'm just thinking about Views. That's the thing. Yeah, I think I'm putting Views there too. Views, yeah. So that's 5. And if I had to go 6, I think we're going CLB. Oh, actually, no. We'd probably go, no. CLB is better than Her Loss. CLB than Her Loss. Yeah. Yeah, Drake is back in the States. He's running through Houston. Recording an album. Oh, I gotta make sure. What the heck is this? Apparently Drake gifted somebody 10 bands for their birthday.
This ain't doing Rich. It's her motherfucking birthday. Rich ain't partner this ain't doing Rich ass shit. Yeah, I don't know. Wait. He said what? He said give her 10,000 and let her go to Chanel tomorrow. No ones, all fucking hundreds. Give her 10,000 for her birthday. Let her go to Chanel tomorrow. Happy motherfucking birthday, that's Jambalaya.
Yeah. Kendrick's next diss at Drake. You ran to Houston. Yeah. For whatever reason, Drake, and it's not even like we don't even see him with Jay Prince as much, as we used to kind of like see Drake, especially when he started going to Houston at first. Feels like we used to see the Rap-A-Lot family, the Mob Ties family around him a little bit more. Clearly, there's still love there, but these days it feels like Drake comfort and happy place in America is Houston. We don't see him in LA. We don't see him in Miami. He's never been a New York guy. He kind of goes to Houston. He indulges in a strip club, goes to his ranch. Look like some of the album's going to come out of there. I don't know if Drake's music is, like, there's a time it was inspired by Houston musicians. I don't know if it still is. But yeah, Drake's at his happy place, y'all. Houston, Texas for the win. Yeah, he did just drop a song called Rain in Houston, too. Yeah, I'm actually excited to see what's gonna be on the album. I have heard that Drake, is playing the album for some folks. He's having a few folks listen to the album, and I haven't gotten word that it's finished, but I do, like, if I had to guess, I would think that this album is nearing final stages. I think he's probably putting crossing his T's, dotting his I's. I would probably think he's a couple tracks away. Now, granted, I do think that he should go through a rollout. Like, I've advised that Drake does a rollout. I don't think I'm doing my radio show, album drops in 2 days. It'll work in terms of, it's still a very highly anticipated album. But I do think that Drake should do a rollout. You're coming off, this is a really important album in your life. And it's kind of interesting, no matter how successful Drake is, some way, somehow, either due to hate or doubt, his next album always seems to become his most important album. We're looking at it like, damn, his career might hinge on how this album is. If this album is ass, people might be like, yo, the battle fucked you up. You couldn't make good music after that. If this album's amazing, we come back and say, damn, yo, he bounced back real quick. He still run this shit. So, we'll see. Somebody says, we need the academics interview. Does Drake need an interview this time around? You see, the decision that artists got to make is this. We're in this different time where everyone is overexposed and even like interviews get picked apart. And it gets picked apart to juxtapose and go against and to be the background or the bedrock of your own actions to see if it fits your words or you're a hypocrite. That's why I feel like some artists now, they stay away from interviews. They let the music do the talking. I mean, I think we all could agree that 21 Savage, I love my guy, but I think he probably should have not done that interview. Or if he did the interview should have came out at a different time. So there is circumstances where an interview doesn't help. Drake right now, do I want to see Drake in an interview? And by the way, I'm speaking counter to what y'all think maybe I would want. Like, Drake owe you an interview, or hopefully you get an interview with Drake. I'm a strategist. If I'm in Drake's corner right now, does Drake do an interview? Now, this is my answer. You either do the real interview or you don't do anything at all. Why do I say that? We don't want to see the Zane Lowe Drake interview. You're going to look like a bruised, damaged banana. Pause. It's just going to look like you're ducking accountability and real smoke. Okay, we've given the passes for the laying in bed with Bobby Alpha shit. Fine. But it's, if you're going to do the interview, you either do the real shit and whatever questions come your way, you feel them and handle them like a G. Maybe that could give some different perspective on some things people have wondered. Some people are like, why did you sue? What's your real take on how Universal did you? Do I think Drake wants to talk about that shit? Probably not. But that would be the way. We just don't need no type of interview where we're going to do the takeaway like, damn, he's laughing through the pain. Don't do it. Rather you not do it at all. Again, an interview these days could be reductive rather than just add to whatever you got going on. I watched this interview recently. Let me pull it up. How do you go to... I hit the save button. Oh, yeah. Just give me a second. I think the interview with 21 Savage was a real genuine interview. But these days we overanalyze everything, whatever. Like I seen this clip floating around, and I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, but maybe that interview didn't really help Savage that much. He's saying real shit, but the interview also got to be like packaged with the album, right? The album's called What Happened to the Streets. Look at this clip.
Niggas ain't overly with all that gangster shit, just trying to just start shit with niggas, and niggas is grown men, niggas is living their lives, making money. They fucking bitches and doing whatever they want to do. They doing the good part of life. We at that stage where we at the good part of life. I ain't around little.
Everything he's saying is facts. It's dope. Savage in his 30s now. What do you want him to do? You want him to still be like catching gun charges? You want him to still be doing shootings? You want him on permanent YN timing like Blueface?
Dusty ass niggas who just like even the young niggas, they on what the big bros on. I feel like you are what you look up to is what you're gonna be. So nigga, I lead by example. I'm not on no like jerk ass shit like just on some why air nigga with me ready to crash. Ooh. Nigga might rap like that. That shit be capped. In real life, nigga, I got down.
Now, that's a very honest point. However, you see, the thing with music is that I keep saying music is about selling their image. So while he's admitting like, yo, we're in a different phase of our life. We grown, we this and third. You almost can't say the quiet part out loud. The quiet part is that, yo, enjoy the music. Yo, we reflecting on the past. We're reflecting on how we grew up, the places we came from. It just doesn't help your cause, though, when you actually say some real shit. Be like, yo, I hope people realize this music is just entertainment. We don't live like that no more. Fans don't like that shit. They don't like it. They don't like it.
Go to the studio. I go check on businesses. I got down have business conversations. Got down go on vacations. So no, I don't feel like that.
So
I don't got them type of niggas around.
So you're a studio guy.
Overly, the biggest studio gangster.
Now, Savage is slick with words, and one of them, if you know, you know. But sometimes you got to make the music and let niggas create their own image of you. Let niggas create their own image of you. You get what I'm saying? Anyway. All right. Let's see if we could find some shit. Okay, a judge is now using NBA YoungBoy as an example. And he kind of went on a rant. He said, yo, he's extremely tired of NBA YoungBoy clones. And by the way, I remember saying he's an NBA YoungBoy is the Michael Jackson of the YNs. And people are like, yo, do you know what Michael Jackson is? And people always mention that when Michael Jackson came to town, like the streets were blocked up and people would just wait outside his hotel, like thousands and tens of thousands just to see a glimpse of him. And all these things are true. Even Drake, right now, I don't think Drake is as popular as Michael Jackson. I would beg to differ. I don't even think Taylor Swift is as popular as Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a once-in-a-lifetime, not even just generation, just, what do you call 1,000 years? Once in a millennium type of nigga. That's just really what it is. He wasn't only beloved by urban crowds in urban music. He was known throughout the world in places that didn't speak English, that didn't adopt or like American culture. He was seen as a symbol of America. And whether you like country, rock, whether you like jazz, Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson. Now, when people say YB is the Michael Jackson of the YNs, I think it's about impact. It's about who they look up to as, the thing with Michael Jackson, people kind of looked at him like he was like this deity, like this god. This guy who was impermeable, who could do no wrong. That's why even when they came out with allegations against him, people said, I don't give a fuck. Mike would have never done that. Not to get too much into that situation, but they came out with details. They said, well, you know, Michael Jackson's inviting little boys over to his house and he's sleeping in the same bed as them. And they said, so? He ain't do what y'all trying to say he did. He's just a kid. Michael Jackson was grown. They applied a kid mentality to him. He identifies with the kids because he always wanted to have a childhood like how they're having. He started the music business when he was young. People loved Michael Jackson. They looked up to him. I think we could go back to around 2020. I think that's about it. NBA YoungBoy has been the archetype for a bunch of create a YN. These niggas all dress like him. They could be from New York City. They want to talk like him. Say, man. Like, everybody's trying to say. These niggas perfectly normal, but they walking like they bow-legged or knock-kneed. They want to be like YB. That influence with that specific demographic, I keep telling y'all. I just went to the Rod Wave show. By the way, I'm very impressed with him. He definitely had a lot of colored people up in that building. And usually when you go to arena shows, that's not the case. But he had a lot of women up in there. I think, Rod Wave was 70% women, 30% niggas. The only time I've ever seen over 50% niggas up in an arena, I'm talking about niggas, YNs, was the NBA YoungBoy Tour. It was a 3-to-1 ratio. I know, not good. If y'all know about ratios and parties. Y'all wouldn't even go to a party if it said there's 3 times the amount of niggas as women. But YoungBoy packed out these arenas with YNs wearing shiesties, toting a green flag, because at the end of the day, the majority of the new or younger kids that even if they're not living that life, they have aspirations or they're cosplaying or whatever, when they think about the YN, NBA YoungBoy is the quintessential YN for them. They look up to him like he's that guy. He's their Michael Jackson. I mean, I'll go as far as saying this. Remember, yesterday I started talking about the Kaicenat thing. I seen his own fans. By the way, they accuse YoungBoy of having some stuff, but I don't know. I don't want to get into no medical diagnosis of nothing. Could be all AI. Could be cap. But I saw his own fans say, it'd be an honor to get your girl fucked by NBA YoungBoy. I heard his own fans say that. I was reading. I was in disbelief. I had to refresh. I'm like, God damn. So they look at him very differently. Remember when I start seeing the Youngin Aces pop up? I start seeing the, what's the dude called? Jada Youngins pop up. I realized that there was a cloning facility for NBA YoungBoy. Now, I'm not accusing these guys of just trying to be YoungBoy, but there was this model of this rebellious, aggressive, young guy trying to figure out life, and it felt like they were trying to model something that we were seeing YoungBoy do. They were mad for no reason. I say all that to say, I said that, I remember I think I was beefing with Youngin Ace. It was like 2020. And I was just like, yo. And I said something about YoungBoy. I said, man, y'all niggas is clones of YoungBoy. I mean, we could even go to NLE Chopper. Let's be honest, chat. There was a part of like the NLE Chopper like arc that we're like, oh, he's trying to be NBA Youngboy light or something. So Youngboy has that influence on people that especially come from a certain background. They kind of want to emulate him or walk in his footsteps. Now, a judge is actually agreeing with me. Says he's tired of the NBA Youngboy clones coming into court, not knowing how to properly communicate with their ops. Check this out.
And the pictures of all the boys with the Dracos and the ARs, a bunch of fake wannabe NBA young boys who can't look a person in their eyes who they have a beef with and say, this is why I have a beef with. The videos and the pictures of all the boys with the Dracos and the ARs, a bunch of fake wannabe NBA young boys who can't look a person in their eyes who they have a beef with and say, this is why I have a beef with. The videos and the pictures of all the boys with the Dracos and the ARs, a bunch of fake wannabe NBA.
There you go. Youngboy is now seen as the face, the new face of the YN. The belligerent, angered, misguided, misunderstood thug. Grew up in a broken family. Walks around with the micro Drake, ARP. And the judge who sees and oversees these criminal cases saying, I'm starting to see an archetype of man come in here with these charges. And that archetype seems to gel with NBA Youngboy. Now, this is going to make more sense to y'all now. This is why Atlanta, despite them criminalizing and arresting their rappers, when Youngboy came to town, they said, please, YB. They were on their hands and knees. YB, please, YB. Just tell our kids to stop the violence. Well, why don't y'all just parade Jeffrey or King Spider and to have him do that? Well, they're doing it now. But they know it's not as effective. No disrespect to King Spider. Well, why don't y'all grab Le Bebe and have them tell him, kids, don't pick up the mini ARP. Pick up a book. Let's be honest. Just not that effective. Why don't y'all grab Gunna Telly or Wanna Telly? Let him do it. Have him film a Crime Stoppers commercial. They know. It's not that effective. They waited till the king of the YNs came to town, and they gave him every accolade, hoping it was a trade, chat. We're going to give you the key to the city. We're going to give you the certificate. You can do whatever you want. But if we want violence to stop, just like they say Moses raised the rod or whatever and parted the Red Seas. Is that the one? Let's have YB say, put the guns down. And maybe the crime rate will go down. It is what it is. They got a lot of Atlanta rappers. Why they didn't reach for them to say stop the violence? At a time like this, why they didn't grab Future? Future really the king of Atlanta. Why they didn't grab him? Why they didn't grab 21 Savage? They grabbed the king of the YNs. And even then, he was half-stepping with him. He says, I've stopped killing niggas. Well, he ain't say that, but he was like, I've stopped. You know, I'm changing. I just ain't get all the way to the full change yet. It wasn't a key to the city. I just used it as a search term.
I haven't cleaned my legs and they still kind of hard, boy.
and say, I ain't clean my lyrics, so they still kind of horrible.
But I'm aiming to do the right thing. I'm on the right track. It ain't really nothing gonna stop me. Get in my way. I'm talking about the long hill, and ain't nothing gonna get in between me. So I just wanted to be honest with you. But I really appreciate this. So the next step is fixing my lyrics. The guns, they've been out my way. I'm protected.
You heard what Youngboy said. He said the guns, they've been out of his way.
That's how we get down. Swerving the road on my poverty. Wanna go copy the this bitch massacre.
Hold on.
Put it in, I'm gon' blow. Big time. Niggas ain't seen.
Oh, that's my fault.
50 in my glisten in my pocket. I got a 50 ball. Bitch, I do my.
Wait.
Nigga, I don't fuck with y'all. Bro, hold on.
Where's my part at?
Drums in my pole. Pussy, nigga, you know I'm ready for
yeah.
Big top. That's another 70 tickets. Nigga, I don't fuck with y'all. Boy, I get my.
And this is why I think Youngboy's in a tough spot too. Them YNs want to see that shit. This guy back here. YNs want to see it. And I think Youngboy's going through some struggles in realizing, you know, he knows the influence he has. Remember when he did the Billboard interview and he said, I just want to stop the violence. He's like, I've been thinking about how many people I've encouraged to go pick up a gun.
Properly.
Yo, YB's a legend.
It's like, you can't control ourselves.
Yo, YB might be the only killer with nail paint. Only real killer with nail paint. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Always, you know.
And that's my accountant. I can't do it all in one.
And I think he battles with that, you know? He's saying, yo, my music may have made people go kill people. How much am I responsible for that? But also, you know, he's somebody that is that it's like it's the battle, right? Where he's probably looking at it like, yeah, I have the influence. But if I just stop making violent music, they're just gonna move on. They're just gonna move on to something else. I lose the influence if I don't at least still make that type of music. Maybe I gotta make that type of music. It's like weaning somebody off a drug. You can't go cold turkey. You know?
Protected, but I don't really told you I don't really keep it in my hand like that. And I think you should keep it that way too on some real.
Yeah, all they wanted was for him to say, put the guns down.
I'll let you finish.
Thank you. We honor you on behalf of the great state of Georgia for everything that you are and the man that we are witnessing you become. We honor you from the county of Fulton County, from Commissioner Martin Arrington. And this is your probate judge, Judge Kenya Johnson.
We want to thank you for all that you do, and thank you for encouraging young people to never bring a gun to school.
Yo, right after that, that's when that nigga performed I Hate Youngboy. Atlanta, Youngboy. Right after that shit, that nigga. Yeah, right after that shit, that nigga does this. That nigga said, put the guns down. Yo, look, they walk off stage. Look, they just gave him the thing. They walk off stage. Yo, he gonna stop the violence, whatever. They walk right off stage. Young boy, look at him. Start taking his shirt off.
Talking about for the first time ever, nigga, say and shit. Hey, y'all been not talking about my back tattoo, cause my back ain't finished. But I got a surprise for you, you hear me?
Yeah, how many chains you got on? Think about do some demonic power up.
Private phone, nigga.
There you go.
What you talking about, nigga?
Little Tim runs on stage. Yo, imagine that they're like, yo, they're giving Youngboy the award for like some type of thing and be like, yeah, tell the kids to put the guns down. Yo, little Tim over the side like. And then they leave and be like, come on, Tim. Epic, man. It's like when you look at little Tim, he's like, "Oh, my favorite murderer. Let's do come on, let's get it." Yeah. Michael Jackson, the YNs, y'all. I shouldn't have to do more convincing than that. All right, anyway. Why is Finesse2x in, like, what's their beef? I never understood their beef. Finesse2x. And, what's the dude's name? Honeycomb Brazy. What's their beef? Let's watch this.
I'm only asking you this because you say you spend most of your money on taking care of people. Do you feel like you gave your mom what she deserved? Man, I mean, me and my mom never.
All right. We're going to be all right.
That's solid.
Mm-hmm.
So you come home, you drop back in, then you slowly figure the internet out. You get was it 3 girlfriends or 4 girlfriends?
3.
How you pull that off?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I was just having fun. Man, if you ask me.
Did any of them stay?
Suge.
Is one of them Suge? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
This nigga came with so many girls. He's like, which one of them is Suge?
No, I didn't want to disrespect nobody. You feel me?
Nah, she hung around. Everybody else, it seemed like it was kind of for the camera.
So it wasn't for the cameras. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Cameras. I really tried.
Oh, he's in the poly.
Okay.
I might fall asleep in the lud, but I can be vulnerable.
Telling you like
the relationship.
The relationship.
They just said like, and it was a situation where I was fresh out. I was only out like 2 or 3 days, like 3 days, and when I finally was able to talk to him, I was on my way to the airport. Now, mind you, I've been out 3 days. I don't know nothing about the airport. I don't know nothing about like checking in, like scanning and shit. So I'm trying to do this shit
Christian with me, like my man, but he on the phone. He want me to Zelle. I don't even know what the fuck Zelle is. I don't know what not. So it's like, he like, but can you go and send it now? And when I wasn't able to do it, when he wanted me to do it, it became a shit show. So it wasn't like I didn't want to do it. It was like, you gotta understand, like, you ain't gonna make me do nothing. Like, I'm a man at the end of the day. Like, you ain't finna pressure me into doing nothing. I ain't no sucker. Wait, nigga. I said wait. I'm on the way. I'm doing something. You ain't finna, oh, man, never mind, man. He ain't take me that long, man. Man, nigga, hold on. I ain't with no feelings and shit, my boy. Yeah, man, I got kids to deal with feelings and shit, man. I ain't with all them feelings and shit, man. Wait, man. You a grown-ass man, man. Hold on. I got you. You know I've been out 3-4 days, bitch. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to, but you know I got you. I love you. I got you. So, time went on, and man, went by a year and a half or some shit. Like, bro, I got like a year and a half away from the door, and niggas got back to reaching out to me. I'm like, bro, finna come home, bro. I just wanna woo-woo. I'm like, bro, y'all know I always been for that movement, bro. I always been for that. Like, anything that helps, bro, I'm with it. Like, after I learned the game,
were they cool at one point?
Of course, I'm with it. Like, I'm with it. Like, it makes money. Let's get it. It help our family. It put food on the table. It's gonna keep our kids out the street. Let's get it. Like, what the fuck we doing? Like, let's get it. Get on the phone. Yeah, bro, I just felt like, ooh, okay, boom, boom, boom. You felt like that. I apologize as a man. You right. I'm wrong. I should have orchestrated it a different way. How can I make it right, bro? Send me a Zelle. Send me some. Boom. I shoot like, what, 1,500, 2,000, some shit. Like, just on some cool, chill shit.
All right, come on, bro. Get to it.
Yeah, I think he's just a big misunderstanding. But do know I ain't ducking shit, though. Like, I ain't with all that copy please and shit. Like, I ain't with all that shit no more. Like,
is everybody scared of Honeycomb Brazy or what? I can't tell. Like, I feel like Honeycomb Brazy, he's like one of the like newest. There's always like that one gangster nigga that come into rap that is saying everything that all the other gangster rappers learn to not say. Like, he's the one who's calling out Atlanta. He's like, yo, what the hell's going on with this shit? Like you could tell, like, he's really raw from the streets. Like, he don't know how to play the industry. The industry, sweep it under the rug. He's just calling it out.
Niggas don't respect that. Niggas don't respect man shit. So if a nigga wants some smoke, it's whatever. Like, I'm with whatever, with whoever. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't with no copy, no please and all that shit. If you respect me, I respect you. Fuck with me, I fuck with you. You don't like me, I don't like you. If you want to do whatever, we could do whatever. I'm on one of them type of time.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't disrespect you in our interview, though.
I'm talking about in general.
Yeah. But, but you were upset with the interview, though.
Nah, I would troll him.
You just trolling?
Yeah,
yeah, because he didn't.
Who's a more real street nigga? Is it Finesse or Honeycomb Brazy?
Didn't say too much. He was just like, I don't think we would ever work.
But I'm saying though, why? Ain't no bloodshed. And because he didn't say it like how I'm talking. He didn't say it with, damn, I don't think bro ever do a song with me. He said it as if, oh man, that would never happen. Ah man, like he's just, hell no, it's up there war. All out war. Like it's all out just, we see each other, it's just all out grenade launchers and shit. Like just, nigga, fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it ain't that deep to you? Like,
I'm a grown ass man. These niggas that I done had real smoke with, that I done put.
Okay, so he's saying it's not that deep, but look, but they keep talking about each other. Honeycomb Brazy said Finesse2x need to cut off the drugs and go to church with him. Say, hey Finesse, I love you and I'm praying for a speedy recovery. I seen you done cut your hair, but you cutting the wrong things off. Go cut them drugs off, man. And then go to church with me Sunday.
You been talking about niggas since you got out of jail.
A nigga ain't seen you with a bitch yet.
Oh, shit.
You told G Herbo you slapped his beat before you slapped your bitch. Boy, stop. You did what? You slapped his what? Boy, get the fuck out of here. Nigga ain't seen you with Nam Girl. He ain't been with Nam Girl. Not even on Christmas. Nobody even give you nothing. Nobody love you. Folks ain't never gonna pick up the phone for you again. Show him my dick though. That motherfucker fat.
Pause. They really going back and forth? I will say there's something real about Honeycomb Brazy. He basically called Atlanta out for being a bunch of fake niggas, and then everybody got on the phone with him. So it looked like he got some type of respect. You seen him on the phone with Baby? He said, man, this is the realest conversation I had since I've been homeboy. Since I've been home. Boy, Baby, you a real nigga. I wish there was more niggas in the game like you. But the talk we just had changed my whole mindset. I'm finna stay free and do this music shit. Y'all think like the other gangster rappers are telling them like, bro, could you stop doing the dumb shit, bro? Like you about to go back to jail. Yeah. That's what Honeycomb Brazy give me Gucci Man right before he went to jail vibes. Like ready to crash out. And I think the other rappers are just telling him like, yo, bro, you're about to crash out and go back to jail. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? I seen him post some other shit from 21, and he's like, apparently 21 been in his DMs from a while back, years ago, telling him, bro, you gotta cut that out. What the fuck? Oh. Anyway. Oh, here we go. It said, out-rap these niggas, gangster. Fuck the street shit. So it looked like Savage was telling him from back then, bruh, you don't need to be on some street shit. Like, in this game, it's not going to work out. Just out-rap him. You know, because Honeycomb Brazy look like he's been down to beef with everybody. And then he says to Savage, he says, out the gate, you right about that because these niggas pie as fuck in real life. I be feeling like this industry ass hair. And then Savage says, shit, ain't nothing about it. So how many times could you show a motherfucker you'll stand on business, lay down and be solid? You feel me? And then he says, righteous, I'll listen to you. I know you've been in this shit for a minute. He said like 3 times, yeah. And he said, that's why I said Savage a real one, because he hit me 2023 with the same shit trying to get me out the streets. It was never fuck the streets. So he's kind of co-signing with what Savage, ended up saying later, which is he didn't mean fuck the streets. He means like, well, he said save the streets, but really he's been trying to like just kind of tell people like, yo, we don't need to be doing this street shit at this big age, and we already kind of made it. Like that shit doesn't turn out to be none. Yeah, where is it at? I just seen Gilbert Arenas. I don't know, like Gilbert is speaking about 21. He says, I ain't mad at 21. I'm just confused. You can't what? You can't sell a street scripture for a decade, cash all the checks, then pop out like, hey guys, maybe don't listen to street stuff. Nah, bro. That's like me dropping 60 and telling kids scoring is overrated. You was the messenger because of the message. Can't unsubscribe us after we already paid. Is that the most points that Gilbert Arenas ever scored? 60? That nigga keep bringing that shit up, man. That is a good point. That is a good point too, though. But I do think Savage, when he's speaking how he's speaking, he's doing something that most rappers wouldn't do. He's saying something that goes against and hurts him, I think. Like, you're supposed to kind of live in this delusion like you're whatever. He's telling people, yo, listen, this is not a reality for me no more. I'm not doing this. And I could keep acting and I could post guns online and make it seem like I'm doing this, which will probably encourage y'all to go do whatever even more. But I'm just letting y'all know, listen to the music. Don't crash out. Man, stay out of the street stuff. Doesn't end well. You got to respect the person that says, hey, listen, don't listen to music and go do the shit. It's kind of like a role model a bit, even though some would then say, well, why then make that type of music? So it's going to be like that, right? But yeah, look like Honeycomb Brazy. Let's see. Is he bullying Finesse2x or he's trying to bully him? I can't ever tell.
Times has a few choice words for Honeycomb Brazy after he trolled him and his.
Hey, look, okay.
Okay.
That motherfucker fat.
Be sure to like, comment, and
I ain't gotta move a muscle.
Comment and subscribe.
Man, I ain't gotta do nothing but sit right here and lock in. You hear me? Real talk, I'm locked in right here. I ain't gotta shake no ass. I ain't gotta move a muscle. I'm sitting in the street for Brazy. You hear me? The street know what's going on. Oh, man, being juice for the. Oh, no, just you want to tease the juice? Oh, Lord, man, I'll play that motherfucker. Y'all got us. Look.
All right, I guess he's previewing music.
Stop. Some shit. Save some shit for you. I got a video I want to show you. Get on live. If I can show you this video.
So this isn't beef with Finesse2x brother?
I've been waiting on you. I ain't want to hear you live. Oh, my mom, you want to get on my live? I'm going to end your career right here. Going up on me. Finesse, get on this live. Ready for the live. No, come on. Put I'm trying to add it. He want to get on my live. I just want to play the video in your face. Come on. Get on here. Get on here, big man. Get on. Hey, tell that. I'm on the phone there. I got it. I got it. I got it. Hey, let's do. Come here. Come here, let's do. Let's do. Do, come here. Hey, let's do. Come here, let's do. Let's do. Man, ain't no way you get on my line like that, man. Don't even join it, man. Damn, man. I'm disappointed. Damn, let's do. Damn, man. He won't even get on the line with me, man. I'm bored, Jew. Jew, I'm bored. Okay, man. Come on, man. Get on the line, man. Don't do that. You may become a little part of the music off and everything.
Did he join?
Look, you a sissy. You a whole fucking my car. Look, I ain't playing. I just got out. I ain't tripping. Bitch, I just got out. I ain't tripping. Get wet. I'm stacking 50 at a time. You know, Fred got out. He told us some money. Boy, you know what going on.
Yeah. This video smells like Black and Miles, man. Let me just move on. Yo, did y'all see Blueface trying to talk to Kaicenat? Blueface jumped in the drama. Kaicenat tweeted out that he's single. He'll never be in a relationship again. It seems like him and his girl Gigi have gone through a separation. She put that I left, now you want to get on the internet, Russia Pain Falls narrative about me off a fake Twitter post. It's insane. I never cheated on you. You know that. I never dealt with that man. Play a sympathetic role somewhere else, please. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought there's going to be more of a follow-up on both sides to this. I know she's getting baked. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think he about to delete that post. I don't think he's streaming for the rest of the year. I think he's going to stream maybe a couple weeks into January or something like that. He's going to delete that post. She's going to delete hers. They're going to be back together. What that's telling me, if that happens, don't know if it will, but if it happens, toxic relationship, right? And one that, I've been there, but you always want to keep the internet out of your relationship issues or problems, because now they're picking sides. Like, people love Kai, so, you can't tweet this out and go back to Shorty. You know why? everything that happens wrong with you, she's going to get blamed for. She's going to always feel that pressure. She won't be happy, which means you won't be happy. Yeah, it's probably grand opening, grand closing, right? Anyway, we seen a little TJ troll. He says a lot of things that y'all thought I was, a lot of things y'all thought I did wrong is aging like fine wine, all right? And then Blueface jumped in and said, yo, listen, man, Kaicenat's a goddamn crybaby. He act funny with everybody he came up with and wonder why he got mental health problems. Stop choosing fame over real relationships and you niggas will be okay. Stop letting fame change you and you'll never like what stop letting fame change you. You'll never like what you become. I'll never switch up on people I started with. I'm from schoolyard Crip, not Hollywood. He said, you see me, you gonna see them every time. Now, Blueface, it's not a good thing. It's Blueface is also a person seems to be rejecting growth. Blueface, you could grow up from being a gang member. Like, there's people who are now in corporate America that's doing corporate business that at a certain age they were gangbanging. You seem so Pac committed to let people know that you still the nigga from the block. You went to jail and you got a bunch of tattoos in jail just to prove, like, at this point, you should be trying to elevate your brand. You had a decent brand. Well, I don't know. Before going in. But, you know, and by the way, I don't believe Blueface is anything but real. Honestly. Legit. But Blueface has a little bit of Soulja Boy syndrome. The more successful they get, the more they keep trying to prove, not necessarily to us, but the more they're trying to get back to where they supposedly started from. Definitely Blueface. I don't know if Soulja started in Bompton. But my thing with Blueface is, if you didn't start out with all these tattoos and you was on the set, schoolyard Crip, you didn't put all these millions of tattoos on your face, why get successful and then do that? Feels like you're trying to revert, you know? But then I heard him speak about the tattoos. Blueface talks jail tattoos. I think he was talking about it with a streamer recently.
They asked about the new tats.
And basically he was like, yo, the tattoos wouldn't hit the same if I got them outside. Let me see. It was probably uploading the last week. Yeah, I think this is it right. Yeah, him and Keke Palmer.
Now I gotta ask you about the tattoos. When did this begin up in jail? Was this like day 2?
Maybe like 8 months, cause I got them like one at a time.
And what made you just do? Was you just kind of trying to pass the time? Was you trying to like let people know I'm crazy? Like what
I always told myself as a kid I was gonna be one tatted up motherfucker, you know?
Okay.
So being in jail just kind of made me feel like I didn't have no reason not to do it. I'm in prison. I ain't got no job interview.
Now I gotta ask you about the tattoos.
Oh, I think he went a little bit more in depth. Oh, no.
Hey. Did you ever get in any fights in jail?
Hell yeah.
Seriously?
See my face?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with fighting? Did you ever get in any fights in jail?
Blueface, neon.
Did you ever get in any fights in jail?
My face?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with fighting?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you ever...
Huh.
Oh, okay, they want to know about the Walgreens.
Oh, it's a fucking Washington National logo, brother. So one thing about the camera, right? All my tattoos are backwards. How you guys are viewing them, they're backwards to you. So of course they look fucked up. But when you see me, it's like, oh damn, that's a Honeycomb Dalmatian. You got all the spots on them. You feel me?
I feel you. Oh, okay, they want to...
I guess. Yeah, I can't find him. Anyway, the point what I was trying to make is that Blueface is against growth, right? Like, I remember there's a clip out there, and I'll just speak about it if I can't find it. He said that he was trying to get as much tattoos while in jail on his face because that's the place to get them. Like, he felt it's more real to get the tattoos in jail. You get me? And he said when he realized he was getting out, he was trying to get more. And for him, it's kind of like about authenticity. Like he wanted to get jailhouse tats. And when you kind of think about that mentality for a guy who, came from that type of place, well, bro, you could have shot somebody before you got famous and went to jail and get them tattoos if that's what you wanted. Why do you wait till you get successful, you get to be in a position where now you could do a lot of things for your family and for other people, and then you want to kind of now appeal or kind of like really sink into to all of that hood shit now? So Blueface don't look like he like growth. For Blueface, staying in the same spot is being real. I don't think that's being real. Now, here's the thing. Cutting people off or switching up on people, I'm not saying that's real either. However, as you grow, you have to realize who can't grow with you. I always say this, man. And it's not necessarily in defense of Kai, because I don't know who Kai is cut off, and I don't know if Kai do act funny with people or Kai, I don't know. I remember getting to the point that I was getting to, I used to have a couple motherfuckers who used to be with me. I used to be a DJ in college. Bro, like, we graduate, but, like, we live a couple miles off campus. We still throwing parties. College kids coming through. We having a good time. My homies, we kind of like a year or two out, removed to college type shit. They still just trying to fuck with the college chicks. Like, you know what I mean? They just trying to, like, for them, it's just all about getting bitches. And I remember I was just like, yo, listen, these are my niggas, but I had to go another way. Yo, I got to go put some work in. I got to go make some YouTube videos. I got to go. Sometimes you got to stop hanging with niggas if their mentality can't grow with you. That's a fact. You can't take everybody with you. That's impossible. That don't mean you switched up. That means at some point you guys had a similar path and then you got to separate. Kaicenat has clearly, he's uberly focused to get to a point of success that, bro, you might have to leave a couple niggas behind. Being real is not allowing people to sabotage your goals, your dreams, your ambition, sabotage your life. You got to sometimes move on. So I don't believe that's the reason, right? But of course, Blueface, the way he sees it, because he's like, when you see me, you going to see Schoolyard Crip. I'll never switch up on the people. Now, switching up is different than, for me and like my homies, some of them I had to hold at a distance. I bet. Your mentality is that. You think success is that. I used to give pep talks to my homies. Because, like, we were kind of feeling like, at that point, we got the popularity check. Because, like, we throwing parties, everybody kind of knows us. We kind of getting a little lit like that. And then we start having, not a lot of money, but a little decent amount, We weren't like, yo, everybody broke type shit. And I remember, like, after a while we were doing this so much, I remember saying to them, I say, yo, man, this ain't the wave. We used to be drinking Bacardi. You know what I mean? And I said, yo, eventually at a point, we all gonna be pulling up in luxury vehicles. We not gonna still be trying to party in a fucking apartment complex. We're gonna be at like a lounge, like, dog, we gonna go on trips together. And I remember saying it to my homies, and they were like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, they were looking at me like, nigga, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with what we doing right now? Nigga, we got the Bacardi. We got the music playing. Like, fuck if our neighbors who lives through a paper-thin wall comes over and be like, yo, y'all partying too much. Like, they couldn't think beyond, like, I was trying to say there's levels to this. Like, we want to go up the rung. Like, we kind of maxed out at this level. So at that point, you got to leave niggas behind. That's fact. You got to leave niggas behind. Now, let's go on to the next part of what he said. It says he act funny with people. I don't know that about Kai. Who did Kai come up with? And how is he acting funny with him? I don't know. He said he got mental problems. Stop choosing fame over a real relationship. Now, I personally believe that Kai speaking about mental health is, I was saying one reason. I think now it's two. The first reason is that, you know, when you're chasing a goal, yo, you ever watch a TV show, and by the end of the TV show, you feel empty? The show just ended. You were working up to figure out the plot, to see how these storylines resolve themselves. And once you get to the end or to the desired goal, you feel like, damn, what now? This is why in life you always got to readjust your goal, because when you get to the goal, there's that feeling of what now? I think Kai, just like many other creators, you start off and you're like, oh man, I want to make $1,000 a week. I want to make $1,000 a month. You start making that. Y'all want to make $10,000. You start making that. The point is, money's a motivator for many creators. Changing your lifestyle by working in a field that you like. Bro, I'm telling you, Kai got so much money. I'm telling you, it's no reason why you get to a point where money stopped being the motivation. Okay, so money can't be the motivator anymore for Kai, right? So then it might be like, yo, I want to bend the boundaries of creativity. I want to be the most lit streamer. I want to be the most creative streamer. And then you start doing that, and you accomplish it. And that first year you accomplish it, because Kai's been on top now for 3 fucking years. And I know for you, I'm like, that's not that long. In internet creator times, that's fucking long. So that first year, you're like, oh yeah, now it feels good. Like, yeah, everybody's now referring you to as the next big thing. You're the guy. That second year, you're now competing with yourself. You've outpaced your peers so much, you're competing with yourself. But you take that as a personal challenge. Now I think I could beat the last one. And then that third year, you're still competing with yourself. And you go so hard, you realize, like, what more else is there to do? So I think the emptiness probably came very quickly after the Mafia-thon. The nigga jumped out of a fucking plane. The nigga jumped out of a fucking plane and streamed it. Bro, you think you could come back from that dopamine high to just sitting here and be like, yo, we're just gonna react to some videos? And that person, like, yeah, he could do it, but you think he feels happy? You think he feels fulfilled? You think he feels like he's going forward, not backwards? That's the thing. People want to feel like they're going forward. Bro, I was there, like, creatively. The last couple, go to my Warren Chirac channel. Probably the last, like, 10, 20 videos. Probably like 10 videos. Yeah. I feel like I was just doing it because the audience was demanding it. There was a Warren Chirac crowd. Not everybody now who's like, yo, I came from Chirac, because they never even watched the Warren Chirac when that shit happened. Ever. It was a Chicago specialized fan base that loved it. So I would just keep doing the videos, but like I would do the videos and I was kind of almost like halfway mailing it in. I didn't get any personal satisfaction of, oh, I'm creating content for this channel anymore. I was just, I'm just doing it because y'all want it. I used to, you know, when I was coming up with the content that I would make the videos with, I would be like really excited doing research. I kind of lose the passion. Creatively, I had thought I am past doing the war in Chirac, among other things. Kaicenat is jumping out of a fucking plane. If you're jumping out of a plane, you've met every celebrity you wanted to meet. Kim fucking Kardashian is announcing, not even this one, the Mafia-thon before. You're in short films with Michael B. Jordan. Y'all see why? Like, yo, it's just hard to come back. Look, this is the second one right here.
Riot in New York City.
Yeah, that was bad.
But you built a...
The nigga, yo, if there's no idea that you could think of that'd be like, oh, wow, I got to tune into that Kai stream. The nigga done gave us, and he gave us everything we never thought we would see in streaming in 2-3 years. But that's why I think, and that's the first reason I believe, is it's a little bit depressing. Now, I keep defending creators with this because people keep saying the dumb shit. Yo, you're making a lot of money. How could you feel? Man, when you do content to the level of Kai, or you do as much content as Kai, your content affects your mood. Most great creators, content and life, there is no distinction. This is why I always like niggas who, you know, like the Ebros of the world. You can tell when Ebro clocked out of Hot 97, he probably don't even play hip-hop in his house. Him and his baby moms or whoever, they talking about the light bill or just whatever. For most creators that's at the top, I guarantee Kai's life on stream and off stream was probably one jumbled mess. And not mess in terms of it being bad, but there is no unplugging your brain from what you do that's seen as work versus you living your personal life. It's just one blur, like one blob. So I always told y'all, even my early days of streaming, I mean, still even now, like tonight I'm going to give y'all not that long of a stream. I don't, like, when I'm like WL stream, I just cut this, I cut it off. I just cut the computer off. Because if I look at them comments and the comments says L stream, I don't sleep as well. Honestly, it's every creator. You kind of, there is a feedback circuit where you are wondering if you're regressing. Are you not doing enough? Are you disappointing people? And I do think a lot of that is affecting Kai. It affects all of us. But Kai is an extreme version of it because he hasn't taken breaks. He's been pursuing this. You know, I remember saying this about Kai. I said I would have left Twitch if I was him. You know why? Kai was averaging 100,000 viewers. And I remember somebody was telling me, they're like, nah, yo, it's possible that he could average like consistently 200 or 300,000. I'm like, yo, bro, no, that's the peak, bro. 100,000, I'm cashing out. They were trying to get a nigga $60 million. or $50 million or whatever. Kick was trying to give him $50 million. Deuces, nigga. And for me, I was saying, and this is the point. It's not necessarily the money point. The point was this. You can't keep chasing a new peak. You get to a point where you realize you've hit the peak. It's just not possible. That should drive you mad. Anyway, I don't want to just only stick on that one point. The second point, because I said it was two. The second point of why I believe Kai might be mentally going through it. It's your girl. It's so interesting. A woman could be the greatest source of your happiness, but also the greatest source of your pain and discomfort. They usually, if any woman who's with you, the average woman, if she's around you enough, she starts to know really intimate things about you. And what I mean by that, not like secrets, like she knows how your mood changes. She knows like little things that maybe other people don't pick up on, because women, that's one of their, innate abilities, and it's a really amazing thing. And they could use that to emotionally support you, lift you up, encourage you. They'll know when maybe you got off stream or like you're going through a tough time. He's on 15 calls. So shit's not going good. She'll know, when he walk into this room with me, let me get his mind as much as I can off of his work, his job, some drama going on. A good woman, and I think most women are good, is going to know that that's one of their superpowers. Yeah, right now, I need to distract him. Baby, let's watch a movie. Let's get a massage. Come on. Yo, let's do this. Hey, we should do, let's get your mind off of it. In the same breath, that same woman, if she wants you not to have a good night's sleep, your ass is cooked. Your ass is cooked. A version of control is to almost use those same things that I just mentioned that you could use for good, to flip those things and use to mentally torment or even control somebody. When Kai tweeted that out, there's something that don't sit good about me. Feels like he's been hiding some shit. All we saw was nice pictures, looked like they were having a good time. Now he's saying you'll never see me in another relationship. It feels like maybe mentally it's been turmoil that he's been going through. And I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think society these days promotes healthy relationships. Young girls grow up watching baddies. I absolutely hate women who watch baddies. Absolutely hate it. There's no healthy representation of what a relationship should look like. They showcase problem solving as fights. They showcase pettiness as ways to handle interpersonal situations in relationships. There's nothing positive on there. Now, again, we watch all type of bullshit. We watch killer movies, drug dealer movies. I'm not saying just the depiction of maybe something unhealthy or whatever is a bad thing. I'm not saying that. But these are where people are getting their representation of relationships. I don't think people see healthy relationships nowhere in society. These days, toxic seems normal. Toxic is actually exalted. Yo. Yeah, I did that. That's my toxic trait. And the reason why I say that is that I personally, and again, I'm just kind of looking at things and I'm trying to evaluate, and I keep having to use a caveat, if this shit real, because you never know. With streamers, this shit could all be fake. It did dawn on me, and it struck me a little bit odd that while Kai, who goes absent, and when you see him, I could see, I'm not saying he's crying like a hoe, but like, I could see he's going through something because the eyes are a little bit more glossy. They're a little bit more glossy. And while he's tried 5 times now to tell us he's going through something, right? He said it at the Streamer Awards. Yo, I'm leaning into anime. My man is watching Naruto. This is how you know this bitch stressing him out. This nigga watching fictional characters, nigga. Then he went on Twitter. Then he made a video. Then he went back on Twitter. He's been trying to tell us something ain't right. Here's what struck me as odd. In the moments that he seems the most distance from his fans, oh, that's another thing too. Be careful of the chick. Didn't I tell Kai this before? I said, Kai, don't you stop streaming as much as you did because you got a girlfriend. Didn't I say this? Nigga, I told him this. Nigga, when I'm saying shit like this, it's because it's happened to me. This shit was like a G Herbo song. Chat, you think I could have got through a 30 for 30, nigga? With the demons I was dealing with? You think I could? Bruv, it was beef all day. Nigga, stream was the piece. And even then, sometimes shit get out of hand so much you don't even end up streaming. Fuck it. So I know about one of them ones. But this is what I called it from early. Listen to this, chat. Listen to this. I said this. Academics. He called me when I went to Costa Rica. I was in line of customs. Academics, Kaicenat, LeBron. That's after I said the LeBron thing. And I said to him, don't you stop streaming now that you got a girl. And he laughed at me and he said, Ack, you see this vision board I got, nigga? And I said, you know what I said? You know, a young nigga, listen, I'm never telling people, I'm not a soapbox niggas like these niggas that act like they perfect. Y'all seen my mistakes. You ain't never, listen, I don't care what whiteboards you got going on, nigga. Go get with the wrong chick. Nigga, yo, you have a demon who, listen, once you love her, you start doing too much, she knows she got you hooked. Nigga, she'll turn $1 billion empire to being a business in debt in 25 minutes. Facts. Trust me. I need this full video. If y'all have the full video. Because I said to him, don't go Hollywood now.
See, that's one thing. You admit it. LeBron is definitely. How does it gonna make you feel?
No, we love LeBron down his legacy. You gotta hold down his reputation. Cap, this shit is not real.
See, I can't find it now. I can't find it. I need that full conversation. Here we go. Here you go.
Hey, my boy. Hey, let me tell you this. Hey, I said it to somebody. Yo, stream a little bit more, my boy. I don't get in a relationship and get lazy on me, all right?
You said what?
Stream a little more this year, nigga. Don't get in a relationship and get lazy.
Do you know what I do, gang?
You see, Kai a little bit wet behind the ear. Wet behind the ear. You get with the wrong chick, nigga, fuck streaming, nigga. You might be able to barely be able to live. Can't get no sleep, stressed out.
Don't get in a relationship and get lazy.
Do you know what I do, gang? Look.
Yo, them Nike partnership, McDonald's commercials, deals. When you with one of them chicks,
Stream a little more this year, nigga. Don't get in a relationship and get lazy.
Do you know what I do, gang? Look at my whiteboard and tell me what's up. Do you know what I do, gang? Yeah, yes, Ersky.
That's my man.
All right, buddy.
now, while I seen Kai, he goes up, he gets his speech, right? He does his speech.
Your nominees for Best Stream Collab.
Listen to the speech here, chat.
I'm even at this event right now, and I believe
the glow on Kai's face is gone. Kai was one of the most happiest guys. Everybody know that KC3 smile. It seems a little bit more manufactured. You're looking at it, you're like, something going on, gang?
believe that the reason why it really worked was because I believed in it before anybody else did. And I noticed that who love to create, to say the things on my mind, own clothing brand,
are
Jason the Wing.
Yeah, this right here.
I appreciate everybody who decided to vote for me for this award.
Just look at his eyes, Chad. You could tell. It's not that he's only ecstatic that he won the award. You know when you could tell there's something on somebody's mind.
One thing I wanted to say to you guys tonight is,
you could tell, Chad.
I hope a lot of creators in here and everybody at home and the viewers and the streamers really take care of your mental health. I just noticed that recently I just been going through things in my head, and
now this is what struck me as odd, chat. Kai has been letting us know he's going through a really tough time in his life. Mentally. He's working things out. He seems unhappy. You go to his, by the way, he's not hiding it. He's on his 17 million Instagram page making a video. Look at his eyes. It looks always a little glossy.
Currently on my laptop right now, and I appreciate everybody who's been sending me
the smile looks a little manufactured.
Birthday wishes, as today is my birthday.
Looking down constantly.
So I felt like it was the perfect day to be transparent and honest with you guys.
Just look at the eyes, chat.
A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and
for the past few months, I've been struggling. By the way, I'm not saying it's a shame, my man. We all go through shit. But this was the odd part about it. While he's going through probably one of the toughest periods of his life, learning to adjust and trying to figure shit out, his girlfriend's on Instagram saying this.
Y'all know your girl has been traveling, living life. My life is truly amazing.
Wait, what the fuck? He's having to work. Yo, chat. Going back to that toxic shit, I'm telling you. A lot of women, they trade your happiness that they could be happy. When you unhappy, they're happy. When you happy, they ain't happy. That's a lot of these modern day women. When you are happy, they ain't happy. Yo, you ever been with a girl, you come in smiling? Yo, what you smiling for? She done start a fight. She don't like the fact that you happy. And when you are mentally beat down by this bitch, she's elated. When He's unhappy. She's the most happy. If y'all don't know about one of them ones, listen, I've been there. I'm in my 30s now. I've seen it all. I done seen it all. When she posting online, I'm living my best life. You thinking, I'm living my fucking worst. You're sitting here wondering, you ever been on the shitter like this? Giving up. Like, you're like, how did I get here, man? She's in the makeup room having the time of her life. My man sound like he's fighting for sanity. She says, this the life I've been dreaming about.
My life is truly amazing, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. I get to travel, experience freedom, and the way that I live.
I get to travel. I get to do this.
Is literally the way that I knew I wanted to live as a child. I've always lived very nice, but as a little girl, I knew at this age.
Now, one time she said, the man I'm with, yo, traveling, lit. How I'm living right now, lit. My man's fighting for it.
My life is truly amazing, and I'm incredible.
Chat, yes. Sometimes a woman could rob you. Not actually physically or rob you for money, but she could rob you of your goddamn peace. She could rob you of your peace. She could rob you of your motherfucking peace. She feeds on that energy. They call women like that a succubus. She sucks the energy out of you. She sucks all the good things that usually emanate to you. And I don't know if they got like a formula on how they do it, but they all happen to do it in certain ways. One of the big ways is isolation. Yo, I'm going to get you away from all of the people who could get in your ear and say, yo, you good, bro? This bitch bugging. This bitch is bugging. Isolation, one of the main tactics. Let's go over there, just us alone. Wait, well, now you should bring my guys. No, leave them. What? Why are we always with them? You gay or something? Well, no, why can't we just go ourselves? Well, now I should probably bring my assistant. No, why are we just always that? Okay, all right, let's go by ourselves. Yeah, it happens. So my boy Kai going through it, and she's saying, man, this lifestyle I've been living recently, holy.
My life is truly amazing, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. I get to travel, experience freedom, and the way that I live is literally the way that I knew I wanted to live as a child. I've always lived very nice, but as a little girl, I knew at this age, this is how I wanted to live. Like exactly how I'm living, exactly.
Now, this begs, let me tell you this. And yo, this may not be another Akash situation. Yo, that's another thing about everybody laughing at Akash. There's a lot of Akashs out here. Everybody was laughing at my man Akash. I'm telling you, these days, TikTok in North America and Instagram, y'all gotta watch what y'all girls be posting. Yo, you better tell me you love me by buying this, that. They're all developing these type of mindsets. People be thinking that like it's just some girls, like I think Akash's wife, I want to be careful because I know he's a lover and he's married to her. Some people are just a little bit stupider in terms of they'll show it. A lot of these chicks think like it, but they're not brazen enough to just say it. Now, if y'all go to her YouTube, now, maybe I'm out the loop. Feel like you've been dating Shorty for like 3 months. Let's scroll down. Okay, yeah, she don't got that many vlogs and shit. Here's the point, though. Okay. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Chat. 13 days ago, Vlogmas, day 15. Mental health check-in. So let's do a mental health check-in on Kai. Kai, how you feeling, bro? Let's do a mental health check-in on Kai. Here's the mental health check-in on Kai.
Hello, everybody. I'm currently on my laptop right now, and I appreciate everybody who's been sending me birthday wishes, as today is my birthday. So I felt like it was the perfect day to be transparent and honest with you guys. A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that...
My man is struggling. Let's see what she been doing.
I'm slowly becoming tired. I think today...
Wait, hold on. We gonna get
still trying to show up every single day.
Hey, hold on. We're going to get to it. Here we go. Is it here? Here we go.
Perfectly, you just have to finish it being...
I'm trying to play from the full video.
This age, this is how I wanted to live. Like, exactly how I'm living, exactly where I'm placed, exactly where I am in life. Like, this is where I want it to be. And me knowing that and really seeing it and live is literally the way that I knew I would. What my mental has been. Let's get into a positive note. Okay, y'all know your girl has been traveling, living life. My life is truly amazing, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. I get to travel, experience freedom, and the way that I live is literally the way that I knew I wanted to live as a child. I've always lived very nice, but
She talking about her dream man, right? The way she wanted to live with a non-toxic black king who loves her, right? That's what she talking about, right?
But as a little girl, I knew at this age, this is how I wanted to live. Like,
what you mean by that?
Exactly how I'm living, exactly where I'm placed, exactly where I am in life. Like, this is where I want it to be. And me knowing that and really seeing it in real time, I don't take that lightly at all. Like, I do not take that lightly. And what I truly do understand is how blessed I am. This has been one of the most like mentally challenging years because
I really want to achieve. And the reason
Kai look like he ain't crack a smile in like 90 days. For her, she's like, yeah, my mental health, it's kind of challenging though. Hold on.
Such an amazing year, but just also such a hard one. But now I'm learning to just...
I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate about...
Stay where it's happy at. Stay where it's peaceful. Stay where it smiles and glitter and gold, okay? And keep God in your life. Pray every night. Pray over everything that you do, whether it's driving, eating, waking up. Like, just pray. Pray for yourself. Pray for others. God is the only person you have to answer to at the end of the day. None of this other stuff matters. I'm also so thankful to have a partner who treats me with not only kindness, but respect. Someone I can truly call my best friend. Having that kind of support has honestly shown me how important emotional safety and mental health really is.
How come he ain't saying that about you?
Out creating. And I have other goals.
Yo, Kai, let it out, gang. Kai, let it out. You my nigga. Real niggas cry. Real niggas like, hey, sometimes you might not want to do it in front of people, but you know, sometimes you got let a couple out, and then you just kind of get back on your shit, though. I got this. I got this.
I am really proud of myself for how far I have come this month, and I just am excited for the rest of this journey. Yesterday was my YouTube channel 3rd birthday, y'all. So it's been 3 years I've had this channel, and this year has been my most consistent year ever in the past 3 years, and I'm so proud of myself for that as well. As you guys know, we are almost to 200 this journey, like I said, and I hope you guys are Tonight was okay to sit, stay put, rest because I'm tired. I don't know if you're being negative towards others, but you really don't know how that feels until it's you. And I still showed up on days where I didn't 100% feel my best. This month means a lot to me for reasons that go way beyond content. I'm just trying to make sure I have my eye patches on right before beating my eye. A lot of you know, a lot of you may not know, but I've had a really tough year this year. Honestly, I feel like this year was one of those years that changes you, humbles you, and forces you to grow up in ways that you didn't ask for. If there
something going on, man. Something going on, man. Something going on, man. See what else you got going on here. Let me see.
I'm in.
This is her vlog?
I am about to finally leave New York, but before we leave, I have to do some running around. My flight is not until 6 p.m. tonight. Right now it is 11:30 a.m. Yeah, I have some errands to run. I have to just do some running around, so I'm gonna bring you guys along with me for that.
Let's see these errands.
I just my Chanel's, my Chanel boots, and then of course my little baby. My little baby. I love her so much, y'all. I actually got other bags too that I got on the same day as I got her. I have not showed y'all those. Those are my babies too. This one is just more versatile, but the other ones are still really cute. I might show y'all those on like Christmas Day, even though those aren't Christmas gifts, but I just might show it during that time because I am gonna show gifts that you guys get. Don't forget to send stuff that you would like delivered to me. Look at my clothes. Like, this lint is everywhere. This is why you don't wear white fur with black clothes. That's so ghetto. We're here to get some hot cocoa. Look at this line. Yo, nah.
She got the security with her. She got car security. Okay.
The line is crazy. Excuse me. Excuse me. If I pay for your hot chocolate, will you? Are you together too, or no? Waiting in line for over an hour. Did you get the picture or no? Oh no, send it.
No, it's still sending mine.
This is the new one. Do you mind if I go and compare over there? Oh, thank you, thank you. This one kind of gives me like running shoes.
Yeah, that's them.
I'm really normally into like big bags, so this is kind of one of my first small.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
No problem. Y'all have a good one.
Bye. Time to go to the car.
Yo, this is what a real nigga be sacrificed. Yo, let me tell you this, man. You know they say Jesus died on the cross for y'all sins? Yo, this was Steph Curry. Every hardworking man be breaking a back. Like sweating, like really working hard for. You're sacrificing yourself, your body, your mental health for her to shop. Facts.
3:39. Flight is at 6.
Yo, and when chicks be like, yo, I had a tough day today. Oh man, the driver had to spin the block twice. He couldn't double park while he waited for me in Chanel. I was trying to have my matcha, but come on.
Airport with it?
What time is it we're gonna get there?
Right oh my God. See? That's what's the tough days for these chicks.
We go right now, 408.
408? Oh, that's cute. Thank you. Bye. Leaving New York. Yesterday. Day? No.
Okay, man.
Okay, guys, I just...
Is this ironic, chat? Look. Chat. Kai sound like he need therapy. Listen what she said. Shopping is my therapy. Shopping is my therapy. Yo, diabolical. Diabolical. Nah, this is diabolical. Yo, my man Kai look like he need actual therapy. He going through it. Yo, he need Dr. Phil, some type of doctor. Yo, she just need Yves Saint Laurent. She need Cartier. She need Balenci's. That's her. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Nah, this is crazy. Shopping is my therapy. Yo, this is like when it takes me to tell you what's their love language. Love language is buying me a G-Wagon, the pink one on the outside. Matter of fact, make it on the inside. I want to stay low-key. Look.
Got 2 Fips. I am on the hunt for some gifts. These aren't Christmas gifts yet, but I still have to grab a couple gifts. So I'm gonna bring you guys along. Oh my gosh, she got her car booted. Oh my God, her car got booted. We are about to shop. I'm going shopping. Not necessarily for myself. If I see something I like, I'm gonna grab it. And we are in Fips, so we kind of gotta be a little discreet.
Shopping in my therapy.
Look, they ready to tell me something already. Look. Yes.
Right.
Once I get in the car, hold on. Now that she got me together, I be giving her a hard time. I definitely gave her a hard time with these gifts. She been asking me, what was I doing? Was I getting them or not? And then I came and she really ain't even have the right size. But I hope it still fits. The shoes for sure. But the outfit, the sweatpants and the jacket, I don't know if it's gonna fit. I'm trying to think about what else I need to do while I'm over here. Oh yeah, you guys, so I will be doing a huge P.O. box opening at the... I'll just go another day or try to find something that's... Let's go try it. Not enough time in the day. Me posting every day has been, oh my gosh, so stressful, so hard. Like, just making sure I have good videos coming out every day or decent videos, because I know a lot of y'all have been saying my videos haven't been long, but y'all have to understand, like, I'm posting for 25 days every single day. I can't give you a 40-minute
empty penthouse tour. Oh, these are the gifts that keep on giving.
Welcome to my new penthouse. I told you guys a couple videos.
Yo, Kai, blink twice, gang.
I think it was probably like 2-3 videos ago that I was going to get a space for us to be more freely open at, and I did. So let's take a walk through and let's see what it looks like. First, I'm obviously at the front door, right? And I'm so glad. Come with some goodies. They did give me this really cute can. Hi guys. So right now I'm in Walmart. I originally came here, but and then it comes out really cute, and then it's like I built it. It didn't come built. I literally built it. Girl, you ain't gotta say it like that.
Participate. Don't hate, baby. Participate.
Participate.
Yeah, I think I got this one. I think we understand.
What would you like for Christmas this year?
Oh my gosh. So what do I want for Christmas this year?
Yeah, let's hear it.
A G-Wagon. Oh.
Yeah, yo, chat. She ain't get that G-Wagon, nothing been happy in the crib since. Facts. Yo, she woke up on Christmas Day, looked in the driveway, the G-Wagon not there. Yo, Christmas, yo, party done. Yo, wake up, nigga. Yo, wake up. Wake up, nigga. Yo, why this bitch keep texting you? Why this, why that? Why this, why that? Wake up, nigga.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, that's easy.
Comes with a diamond ring in the glove box.
Right now we are at Bryant Park. I think this is where they have like a whole bunch of like markets and like
lying.
Get in the shower. I feel like today's gonna be a good day. I have a list of things that I want to do. What is this? Oh, okay. Yeah. Y'all, this is so fire. This is so fire. This was one of the main things I wanted to see while I was here in New York.
Raising money for the children, sick children.
I swear. Right now, I am at Target. Well, just got to Legos. And I don't know if it'll be in like... I do have the Teddy Brown ones, but these are like the darker brown, more rich. And I just feel like this would be great. Okay, cute? Okay, so first gift. Right here, I'll be right back, okay? I have to go get something for you, you know? Okay, I'll be right back. Miss, please take note. A loose change in my bag, and I don't have a wallet. And I feel like if I had a wallet, I would be able to keep up with my stuff a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? Like things wouldn't get lost so easily. So I would appreciate to have this Chanel one. This one in specific is like baby pink, big Chanel logo, you know? This is from the fall and the fall/winter 2025-2026 collection. So it's fairly new, okay? And it's a small flap wallet. Like I said, I be losing my stuff. This is around $1,100. Next. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Okay.
You don't want like no Ralph Lauren wallet?
What?
You don't want like a Polo Ralph Lauren?
Polo?
Yeah.
Marco.
Like $100 wallet.
What kind of wallet do you have?
That's not really nice.
Oh, okay. Right. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Okay, what's next? I'm scared because I don't even know what's next. Oh, okay, good. This is the Cyclar body kit. This is, I believe it comes with essential to like my nighttime routine. Now, you get $9 off. So yeah. So if you hurry up, like you'll get the sale. It'll be, so let me do a drum roll real quick. Yeah. No, but my cookies, I baked them fresh. This is my, okay. Stuff, like, come on. Okay, so this is my #1 gift. Description, as you can see, G-Wagon, windows. I just feel like, yeah. It's safer for me. A truck is safer for me, okay? Price, not that much. Not that much. It's not that much, okay? I did specify that I want a big pink bow on top. Big pink one, not red, not blue, not green. Big and pink. That is gonna cost you around $50 to $100. Wait. Not that much. I don't know. I don't know. It's not that much though. I promise. It's not that much. Like it's not a lot. Okay. Okay. Yeah. But like I said, the bow is cheap. Like I did see, huh? No, we gotta call the jeweler.
What?
Things like I really love them. My boyfriend has really influenced me. My cookies are all over the floor. All right. Okay. Hey, stop before you break my table. So boom, I personally want to upgrade my earrings. My boyfriend has really influenced me, and I did. Huh? What? What? What that mean? Okay, like I said, I really love my earrings. Like I really love them, but I just feel like they would look a little better if they were a little bigger. So, boom. Okay, Lotto didn't say she hearing GIA diamonds for no reason. Okay, right here, right there. Okay. Price wise, I don't know. We gotta call the jeweler. I have no idea. I'm not good with jewelry. Are you ready to go to the next thing? How does this look?
Yo, chat. Mafiathon 4 coming. Mafiathon coming. Yeah, Mafiathon 4. Mafiathon 4. This was when Mafiathon 4 got commissioned. Right here. Right here. After Christmas shopping. Yo, we going to Mafiathon 4, bro. Yeah. Another 30 days. Huh? Yeah, 30 days, nigga. You heard me.
Huh? My earrings are good? No, I think they could be a little bit bigger though. No? No, I think they could be a little bit bigger. I've been having these for like a year. I think it's time to upgrade.
A year? It's a long time. Shit. I've been having these for a year.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next. Boom. New camera lens. So. All right. This is not bad. All right. Let me explain. So I think I want a Sony, whatever it is, or a fisheye lens. My fellow ladies and gentlemen, my lens is good though. Okay, and then this is priced around like $95.
Good. Ho.
Santa, it seems like you like all the cheap shit. You like all the cheap shit. Let's go. Let's keep going. Ready? All right. Boom. Sephora gift card. So I'm really into like lip products. I love lip gloss, love lip balms, lip oils, lip everything. And I think $500 to $1,000 wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Like this would probably last me on lips for about 6 months. So like, that's not bad. You know, a cute gift card. I could go whenever I want. I'm really into bags. And these 3 are my most wanted at the moment, okay? These 3 are my most wanted. Let me put this down. Let me go ahead and put this down. I really should have got into it with the car, but with the bags though, like I'm really a bag girl. So I gotta really get into it. Boom. We're gonna go here. We have the LV Speedy. This is the camo colorway, right? Really fire. Like I just feel like this is a real statement piece. Like, I need this bag, want this bag, gotta have it. So can you please have this under the Christmas list? Also, I'll do a 25 or a 30. You know, the girls say you gotta know your Birkin size. I don't really know my Birkin size. I don't have a Birkin yet, but I plan to have my first Birkin this Christmas, okay? So, boom, huh?
Woo!
Huh? What? Okay. I plan to have my first Birkin this Christmas. Pink crocodile, that's fire. But I'll take any Birkin. I just feel like that needs to be added to my collection of bags. That's kind of one of the only...
So buy that shit.
What?
So buy that shit.
Buy it? That's why I want it for Christmas, so you can ho down my chimney and put it under there, okay? But yeah, I just feel like Birkin is kind of like one of the only bags I don't have. Like the brand, the Hermes brand, I don't have one of those. I have every other brand. I just don't have this one. So I would just appreciate a Birkin, a cute Birkin.
Just for research purposes. Crocodile Birkin bag. Oh. 55,000. 350,000. 130,000. $145 fucking thousand. 72,000, 34,000, 42,000, 52,000, 50,000, 79. Wait, hold on.
Have like the brand, the Hermes brand. I don't have one of those. I have every other brand. I just don't have this one. So I would just appreciate a Birkin, a cute Birkin. Have like the barrel be added to my collection. Crocodile, that's fire. But I'll take any.
These are the crocodiles. Yeah, you're gonna spend 50,000 on that one. That's a fact. Wow. Okay.
Birkin. I just feel like that needs to be added to my collection of bags. That's kind of one of the only.
So buy that shit.
What?
So buy that shit.
Buy it. That's why I want it for Christmas, so you can ho down my chimney and put it under there, okay? But yeah, I just feel like Birkin is kind of like one of the only bags I don't have. Like the brand, the Hermes brand, I don't have one of those. I have every other brand. I just don't have this one. So I would just appreciate a Birkin, a cute Birkin. And then this is giving like Kimora Lee 2000s vibes. Like this is really one of my favorite bags, but I could get this bag myself. Like if you give me these two, I could just get this one. Okay, that works? Yeah, that sounds like yes, your girl about to have a Birkin this.
Spend $100,000 on bags to me. I'll get the other one that's cost $2,000.
Christmas. Oh, I'm about to be so cute going into the new year. Oh, this is a 35, by the way. A Speedy 35. Not the smaller ones. Like I like big bags, Santa. Big bags, okay? Yeah, I've been wanting them real bad. Price, I don't know. We're gonna have to use Google or go to the store and ask, but I don't know. It's not that much though. I know it's not that much. Shouldn't be too much, okay? Let's go, next thing. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Are you? No? How are you feeling? So? Next thing, candles. Okay, I really don't like how you getting hyped for all the cheap shit. Like every time I put something cheap up here, you ho and then clapping. But when I put something that I really want and that I really want you to get, you don't clap. You say no, or you say so. I need that same energy for everything. Everything, my list not even that long. And you Santa Claus. Shit. All right, candles. You got me candles last Christmas, and I really loved the way you picked.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Ro Norris, thank you for the 10, yo. He said, Kai better than me. Hey, listen, at least I gotta give Shorty credit. She the true definition of AMP. What is it? Any means possible? Yeah, any means possible, bruh. Any means possible.
Pick them, like really love them. You did a really great job, Santa Claus, okay? You kind of know my vibe already. Last year, this year, same vibe. That's gonna cost you around maybe like $60.
Good.
I'm tired of your bullshit. This is all shit I can give by myself. Okay. Let's just go. Next thing. I think this might need a drum roll. This might be my last thing because my list's not that long. So I feel like everything on my list. Okay. You don't care. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait. The TV. The TV went off. No, come back. What happened? We're back. The TV went off. Oh my God. Bruh. Oh my God. What the hell? Nah, the TV a hater. How the hell? No network? No, we got network. Please. My TV's broke.
See what's the last gift?
Hell. The TV. Yeah.
What is this? A mini frosted AP. Mini frosted AP. She must think she dating Future. She don't got an AP. She is not mine.
Okay. What?
Oh, secondary market. Yeah, you're not gonna get one original. You're getting second. Oh, 88,000 ain't that bad. 88,000 ain't that bad. Get the bag for 70,000. Get the mini AP for 80,000. The G wagon for like maybe 253. You know what I mean? 300. You can spend $1 million on your girl for Christmas. You can spend $1 million on your girl for Christmas. All right, fuck it. Fuck it, man. Ole! Ka! I ain't gonna tell you what to do, man. See, I don't like telling niggas what to do, because I've been there. Niggas can't tell me what to do. Don't tell me shit. Let me keep hitting my head. Let me rock. Let me rock, nigga. Chat, give me another topic. Or else I'm gonna catch y'all nigga tomorrow. Not gonna lie. I feel like everybody actually spending time with a significant other. People getting engaged and shit. Chat, I do want to make a bet. I'll make a bet that half of these people that just got engaged now, half of them ain't making it to the pulpit. Oh, did y'all see all this Cardi B nonsense? Yo, Stephon Diggs, man. It says Stephon Diggs. I don't even want to get into it. I'm going to pray for Cardi B's mental peace. Yeah, I don't want to get into it. You know, Stephon Diggs got mad babies all around. So of course, people like it. And really it's because of these female fan bases. They're nitpicking who he spent Christmas with. He spent Christmas at one of his other baby mama's house, not with Cardi B. Then another one of his baby moms is throwing shots. You know what I mean? Like, it looked like they're throwing, I don't know if they're throwing shots at Cardi, whatever the case is. And unfortunately, man, here we go. Where is that? What? Oh, they got some Benzino gay shit going on. I don't know. What's that about? So this is what's homie's name? Stephon Diggs' other baby mama. She posting shit like, when a nigga's stuck between two bitches, the one that stays feels like she won, but in reality, it's the one that left the nigga that won. Because you still got to deal with the cheating, the lies, the disrespect. The nigga would always try to get back and keep in touch with the one that left. Do I got to decipher that? For as much as women claim they don't like cheaters, they're attracted to cheaters. That is true. Women are attracted to cheaters. But aren't we all? We're attracted to all the shit that we claim we don't like. Niggas would be like, yo, I hate crazy bitches. And it's not necessarily you're attracted to crazy. Crazy women tend to be A, B, or C, and you're attracted to those things, so then you're attracted to crazy women. Women like a certain type of man, but those men are liked by most women, and they fuck most women. Yeah, you like cheaters. Yeah, you're not attracted to that one quality, but you're attracted to the other qualities that support the quality that you supposedly hate. You feel me? I'm going to leave it there. See, I'm getting the fuck offline. I ain't going to lie to you. Not because I'm tired, just because it's 5:47. And, yeah, I got to come back later today. And I got to do a real prep to have some, like a full topic list to give you out 4 hours. But I'll do it for today. If you don't know, I made the announcement early on. I'm going to be streaming till the end of the year. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to stream up until New Year's or maybe just sometime on New Year's Eve. So I was thinking like maybe I stream like, I don't know, maybe like 9 or maybe like, 9 to 12 or 9 to 1 because I wanted to do the countdown, which I never did that before with y'all. But yes, I think the 30 for 30, we're good on it. We're just, I keep telling you what streaming is. It's about consistency, and getting online every day becomes a habit that you feel like you have to do, and you kind of get in the groove of it. So rather than stop, let me just keep it going at least until the end of the year. So we'll probably end up doing like 32 days or something like that. Who cares? So let's do that. We're going to be streaming those. And also, we got to do our streams. And this is what we'll do. Oh, perfect. I got the idea. So since today's the 29th, we got 2 more days. I'm going to break up this year. We got to break up this year. We got to come back with a proper breakdown of how this year has been, right? Some of these old topics that's happened throughout the year, we're going to do a look back at it. We're going to pause on that. That sounded crazy. We're going to, just look at the biggest topics that happened this year, update those stories, create our year-end list, music, and also pop culture. And I think that'll take us until pretty much the end of the year. We're 48 hours away. 48 hours away, or less than that at this point. 48 hours. Actually more. We're 48 hours plus away from the end of the year, and we're going to do a proper wrap-up, okay? So allow me to kind of come up with these categories. Also, if you're thinking about what these streams are, there's not much new topics, and I don't want to just, pull teeth trying to, like, talk about things that you guys might not care about, or just, I've oftentimes, like, I'm riffing, or I'm just, like, damn, they're almost trying to just do some comedy, basically. So I'm going to come back with a list of, events, whether it's the Diddy trial, anything else that happened, and we're going to do our year-end wrap-up, okay? So we got about 2 days to do that. And, it's been a hell of a year, people. It's been a hell of a year. I got family in town. I know you guys maybe still have family around. You're still trying to spend time with them. I appreciate you guys taking time, whether it's like, we streamed extremely late tonight, whether you guys come fuck with me a little bit later or, whatever time I could get, especially during the holiday time when people spend time with family, I appreciate. So let's keep it going. Again, it's consistency is the key. And I really thank you guys for encouraging me to get back a bit more consistent than we've been in the last couple of months. Okay, so I'll see you guys later today. But what I'm going to do is that we're going to start our wrap up of 2025. And New Year's Eve, half of that stream will be perspective and predictions for 2025. All right, 2026, I mean. Also, I still haven't done Discord. I wanted to do like a Discord, like, town hall type of like Q&A or like AMA type of thing. So let's see if we can figure that out too. All right, chat. I love y'all. I will see y'all later today. Have a good day, a good productive day. What day is today? Monday? Wow, the days are just fucking flying. All right.